Yo, what's up guys, it's Ice here. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to play the best graveyard deck in the current meta. Although graveyard is kind of mid after the balance changes, after the skeletons nerf, this deck is pretty decent in the current meta where I substituted minions instead of guards, and we are using the Princess Tower since Cannoneer Tower is very bad with graveyard and it doesn't synergize properly. And it's actually better to use Princess Tower versus beatdown decks as well, which is kind of ironic, but yeah, we can just poison the Dark Goblin here. So our opponent is running some kind of a Skeleton Barrel mortar deck with the Princess Tower, so this will not be an easy matchup. Obviously, he does go for the Goblin Gang at the back so that we can't go for the Goblin Side ability, but we have to utilize the minions really well because most players will not expect minions in our deck. They will be either expecting a NATO or probably guards, since guards were more popular in the recent meta. He does go for the skeleton barrel, so we can defend this perfectly with the cannon in the center. Perfect. And we can go for the knight at the back as soon as we reach 10 elixir. So versus any cycle decks, I think it's just best to cycle your evil cannons as much as possible, because evil cannon is really good versus cycle, especially versus this skeleton barrel deck, where we can just one-shot the Dark Goblin and also minions, since he has minions as well, with the evil cannon shots. So here he does go for the Goblin Gang split at the back. We can go for the Goblin Stein here. He could go for the skeleton barrel at the bridge. Yeah, we can go for the cannon like this. We can go for the cannon at the middle to just pull everything, but I just wanted to not get any chip damage from the Spirit Gobs, so we can go for this. The mortar is locked on to the Ice Wizard, so we can just pop the ability here to try to DPS the Knight down and also get rid of the mortar. He does have Evil Mortar next in cycle, so we have to keep in track of that. We can go for the Evil Knight like this so that we kite the Dark Goblin. Perfect defense here. And also versus any cycle decks, except for Hog, I think it's just best to play as passively as possible, since if you go for any aggressive graveyards in single elixir, they can just outcycle you very easily in single elixir. So yeah, we can go for the Goblin side at the back like this. Again, he does go for the Evil Mortar like that. We can go for the Knight at the side, since he could go for some kind of spell on top of our Ice Wizard. We can go for the Evil Cannon like this to one-shot the Dark Goblin and also take care of the Evil Mortar. And here I think we can just pop the ability on the left side to take care of half of the Goblin Gang and also get some chip damage on the tower. Perfect. And we can go for the Ice Wizard on top of the minions like this so that it splashes on all three of them. Perfect. We can go for the Knight like this. Actually, he misclicked his mortar here. We can go for the graveyard plus minions to bait out the fireball on the minions. Perfect. He missed one though. I think the Dark Goblin will take care of it, so that doesn't really do anything, but that's still very nice damage, and we can just eat the Dark Goblin on the left side. That's fine. And yeah, so we are in the lead right now. It's not over yet, because he can just get one nice push and we can just lose the game immediately. We can go for the Ice Wizard behind the Evil Knight like this, since he could go for the minions. He does go for the Fireball straight away, so we have to go for the minions for his minions here. And that Dark Goblin is annoying, so we can just go for the Poison Spell like this. He could go for the Skeleton Barrel or Mortar on the right side. No, actually he goes for the Mortar on the left side, so we can go for the Bar Barrel like this. And yeah, we can just wait here. We have to save our cannon because he could go for the Skeleton Barrel at the bridge, and when we need the cannon for the Skeleton Barrel. Perfect. Here we can just wait here, and we can go for the Ice Wizard early for the minions on the right side. We can go for the minions on top of his Dark Goblin. Goblin Stein for the Barbarian Barrel. And I think we can just go for the Graveyard here on the left side, since it's triple elixir, and I think we can get bailed out here. Perfect. Very nice poison, taking care of the Dark Goblin and also the Goblin Gang. We can just cannon on top of the Evil Skeleton Barrel, not risking anything. Very nice ability value, taking care of the double Knights plus the Dark Goblin as well. Perfect. He does go for the Evil Mortar on the left side. Very interesting. We can just go for the Poison Spell with the tower to get some very nice damage. We can go for the Evil Cannon like this to take care of the minions as well. W Evil Cannon. Ice Wizard to get a perfect defense on top of the Skeleton Barrel, and I think that's pretty much GG's. He does go for the Fireball cycle, but we are already in a very nice damage lead, and I don't think he is able to stop this graveyard push. Very nice win, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Okay, guys, so we are in the second game here. Our opponent is running the Cannoneer Tower, so it's going to be pretty good for us. he does go for the evil snowball. We can go for the barbarian barrel like this. So if he has a cannoneer tower and a snowball, he does have the evil skeleton army as well. So this is probably going to be giant graveyard or probably some kind of spam deck, but he does have the evil snowball. So I highly I would say he has giant graveyard. Yeah, he has the boulder as well. So this is probably going to be giant graveyard. So versus giant graveyard, they will probably have one of the two spells. So they have snowball and they will either have vines or arrows. You can go for the pre-minions on top of the bowlers. Yeah, he does have vines here, so he doesn't have arrows. So we do have to bait the vines with the minions and get some very nice value off of the with the Ice Wizard plus the Goblin Doctor. We can go for the Barbarian Barrel plus the Ice Wizard to get perfect defense off from the first push. And he will probably have the Witch as well. So we can go for the Graveyard like this. He will probably go for the Witch because we are going to poison right away. Yeah, we're going to poison that like this. Okay, he does go for the Skeleton Army, but I think that's going to split. Yeah, that does split. So since we have the Cannoneer, we don't have the Cannoneer Tower. We have the Princess Tower. We don't need to worry about the Skeleton Army defense. If we had the Cannoneer Tower, we had to go for the Minions, which was going to be very, very bad. The only reason that we were able to go for the Graveyard in single elixir is because we have the Princess Tower. Yeah, and we can go for the cannon at the middle like this. So versus Giant Graveyard as well, I think it's just best to cycle your evil cannons because it's gonna be very, very nice versus the evil skeleton army, because your opponent is going to hide the evil skeleton army general behind the giant or behind the bowler, and using the evil cannon plus the barbarian barrel or the ice wizard spawn damage, you can get rid of the skeleton army general pretty much easily. We can go for the barbarian barrel like this to get perfect defense. Very nice here, and we can okay, so that's gonna be perfect defense. We can go for the graveyard on the right side like this. We don't need to go for the poison spell. We actually need it for defense here. I think we can go for the minions like this. Okay, the skeleton general is coming in front, but we have to go for the evil cannon plus ice wizard like this to take care of it. Perfect. Okay, so interestingly, he doesn't have the evil witch. He has the evil snowball plus the evil skeleton army. So this is going to be better than having our opponent having the evil witch, because evil witch is going to be very, very tricky for us to defend. I think we have to go for the ice wizard on defense as well. Perfect defense. And I think here we can go for the graveyard. No, actually, we're gonna save it here. Okay, so we are in a pretty good damage lead here, so we don't need to go for the desperate graveyards on right now. Our opponent is the one who needs to be desperate in his offense. Okay, perfect. We can go for the barbarian barrel like this. We can go for the minions straight away to get some very nice damage on top of the bowler. Perfect. Okay, the minions are cooking. We can go for the ice wizard like this. We can go for the goblin sign here as well. And if he vines, we have to cook the ability. Okay, he does go for the vines, so we can go for the ability on top of the graveyard. Perfect. And okay, now since we have a very nice damage elixir advantage, sorry, we can go for the graveyard plus poison. He has to go for the minions, but I think he has to use a small spell as well. Probably gonna go for the evil snowball. Yeah, he does go for the evil snowball. So he doesn't have evil snowball in cycle. He has to cycle two more snowballs for an evil. Perfect. We can have to go for the minions like this. Okay, he does expect it for with the witch, but it's gonna be fine. We can go for the knight here to retarget everything. We can go for the Wallenstein plus ability right away, so that even if he goes for the vines, the ability is still gonna go on. Okay, perfect. And we can go for the very nice barbarian barrel like this. Okay, very interesting vines though. We can go for the graveyard plus minions here like this, because he wasted his vines. He has to go for the minions or witch on top of the minions. Okay, he does go for his own minions, and that's going to be very, very nice damage. We just need one more poison to finish off the game. Yeah, we can go for the evil cannon like this. Okay, perfect. We do have to watch out for the evil skeleton army though. We can go for the barbarian barrel to take care of it. Goblin sign plus ability right away. So even if he goes for the vines, it's still going to kill all of his graveyard. And that's going to be a good game, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next game. So in our third game here, we're up against Dark Soul. Okay. Let's see what he plays. He goes for the bomber at the back, so we can go for the knight at the back in response. So, as I said in my previous videos as well, it's just basically best to play passively as possible. Just play accordingly on what your opponent plays. We can go for the barbarian for the bomber. He does have the lumberjack as well, so this is going to be probably some kind of beatdown deck. He has the evil zap as well, so probably some kind of giant double prince, or it could be golem as well since he has the evil lumberjack, because if he has the giant deck, he won't play passively like this. He will just go for the giant at the back first play. So probably golem, I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comment section, guys, if you have any matchups that you are struggling against so that I could include those matchups in my future videos, or any other questions that you have for me, and I'll be happy to answer them. Yeah, so he has Golem, so we can go for the Goblin Sign at the same lane here. And versus Golem, I think it's a pretty good matchup if our opponent doesn't have Lightning. If our opponent has Lightning, it's going to be pretty difficult for us to defend. So we can go for the minions like this just to try check out his spells. Okay, he doesn't have anything for the minions. He does go for the Mega Minion though. We can go for the Goblin Sign ability like this. He does have the Mini P.E.K.K.A as well. We can go for the Ice Scissor like this. And Knight at the middle to kite everything to the middle. And that's going to be very, very nice defense. That Mega Minion is going to go to the Ice Scissor, I think. Okay, it doesn't, but it gets 0 damage. And we got a lot of damage on the right side tower. So I don't think he has some kind of a big spell. He probably has Zap and Arrows. Not too sure why he didn't use it on the minions. He probably tried to build like a double lane pressure, but it didn't work out. So we can go for the Barbarian on the right side. Okay, he does go for the Bomber. So yeah, we can go for the Goblin Sign on the same lane as the Golem. So whenever your opponent goes for the Golem at the back, it's just best to play a Knight or a Goblin Sign at the same lane, not going for the cannon right away, because your cannon is going to be like half the HP when the Golem reaches the bridge anyways. So it's just best to go for the a troop and then go for your tower to just maximize your defense, if that makes sense. And we can go for the Goblin Sign ability. Very nice ability, just taking care of the entire push with the cleaning out the entire Mega Minion plus the Lumberjack. We can go for the Goblin Sign plus Graveyard like right now, because he went for Golem at the back while we had an Ice Wizard down on the board. He could go for the Mini P.E.K.K.A like late like that, but it's still going to be tower down, and he only has 15 seconds left in the game. So I don't think he will be able to stop this. Yeah, we can go for the Evil Cannon like this, and I think that's going to be a good game, guys. We can go for the Goblin Sign just to make sure. And that's going to be a good game, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next game. So in our next game here, up against Tryhard, he does go for the Lumen at the bridge first play. We can go for the minions here like this. Just trying to check out what spell he has. Okay, we can go for the Ice Wizard here since he has arrows. So when he has Loom plus arrows, it's probably going to be some kind of a lava deck. Since he has the arrows, it could be arrows plus zap, or it could be arrows plus freeze. So either way, he won't have any way to stop our Goblin Sign plus Ice Wizard. So this will be probably a good matchup. If we have guards, it's unwinnable, but if we have minions, it's going to be winnable, because we can bait the arrows with the minions, and we can get some very nice value off with the Ice Wizard plus the Goblin Sign. So we can go for the Graveyard first play here, because he went for he did go for the Loon first play, so we have a very nice elixir advantage. He has Evil Wizard in his deck, which is very, very interesting. We do get the very nice poison value here. Although we are kind of short in elixir, we can go for the cannon like this. He could freeze last second, so we have to be ready for it with our Ice Wizard. We can't really go for the Ice Wizard like straight away, because he could freeze it with the tower. Okay, Ice Wizard now. Okay, very nice defense. No shots on the tower. And we are in a very nice damage lead as well. And since he doesn't have a big spell, Lava Freeze doesn't have a big spell, guys. So it's going to be very, very winnable at this position. So versus Lava, I think it's just best to go for the same lane, because you can get some very nice Goblin Sign ability value. And after the 3-card cycle was removed from the game, we can spawn multiple Goblin Signs at the board. So it's just better versus Lava, because we can spawn multiple Goblin Signs, if that makes sense. So perfect. We can let that eye drag connect to our Goblin Sign, and we can go for the minions like this, so that he can't wizard on top of our minions, and he has 2 arrows. Okay, perfect. We can go for the Knight here to block the Inferno Dragon, and I think we have to go for the ability like right away. Okay, very nice ability right before he went for freeze. That will probably get no hits on the tower, since the Goblin Sign Doctor is going to stun the balloon. Perfect. And okay, he does go for the Evil Wizard here. Very nice, since we baited out the whole Evil Wizard. We can go for the Goblin Sign the same lane. just to be tricky, and we can go for the Barbarian on top of the Evil Wizard, Evil Knight in front, and I think we can go for the Graveyard here. Okay, very bad Lava Hound. We can go for the Poison Spell like this. He probably has to go for the arrows on defense. We can go for the minions like this. He has to choose either one of the two. Okay, we can actually pop the ability here. Okay, and we can go for the Evil Cannon last second so he can't freeze it. And we just need to cycle to our new poison, and it's going to be a good game. He probably gave up at this position. And I'll see you guys in the next game. So in our next game here, we're up against this guy. Okay, so he does go for the ghost at the back first place, so we can go for the knight at the back. So for any subscribers who are using, who are struggling against Evil Ghosts, I recommend using the Evil Valkyrie instead of the Evil Knight. The only reason I prefer Evil Knight over the Evil Valkyrie is because of the cycle. In my opinion, I think Evil Valkyrie is too heavy to be fit in graveyard decks, and I think Evil Knight is way better in offense as well. But Evil Valkyrie is better in defense versus these meta decks with the Evil Ghost and 3 Musketeers. So it is really about the preference. So yeah, we can go for the minions for the Musketeer on the middle. Perfect. And in this matchup, again, we need to cycle our Evil Cannons as much as possible. And this guy will probably have a pump as well. So whenever your opponent goes for the pump, yeah, we can go for the Graveyard on offense. And we do have to get our poison ready. If he goes for some kind of swarm card like minions, he does go for the Golden Knight here. So we don't need to go for the poison spill here. If we do, then we just lose the game immediately. So yeah, so here, Golden Knight is going to be very, very tricky for us to defend. We can go for the Ice Wizard at the middle here to defend the Golden Knight here. Okay, he does dash, so we have to go for the Barbarian Barrel as well. Okay. So versus 3 Musketeers, so whenever you're trying to defend 3 Musketeers, I think it's best to poison the 2 Musketeers and go for the Goblin Sign on the other lane so that your opponent can't build a huge push, and if he does, then it's just best to click the ability to get very nice value off of those troops, including the E-Barbs or probably a Battle Ram. He does go for the 2 Musketeers, 3 Musketeers at the back, so we can go for the Poison Spell on the 2 Musketeers as I say right now, and we can go for the Goblin Sign on the other lane like this. Perfect. And we can get a Barbarian Barrel on the right side if he goes for something. Perfect. We can go for the Barbarian like this cannon and also get a Knight down for the Evil Ghost so that it doesn't hit the tower. Perfect defense, and we can pop the ability here for the Golden Knight plus like that, and we can go for the Poison Spell as well. He does click the Golden Knight ability again, so yeah, he does go for the E-Barbs as well and get the Heal Spirit down. And we do have to watch out for the Heal Spirit, guys, because since the Poison Spell doesn't fully counter the 2 Musketeers, we have to Barbarian as soon as the Poison Spell finishes, and we can go for the Ice Wizard on the right side. We can't go for the Poison Spell, unfortunately, on this defense, but we can go for the Knight here on Barbarian and plus Evil Cannon to predict his Heal Spirit. Perfect. And okay, we can go for the Goblin Sign on the left side once again. Perfect. And the Barbarian Barrel on the right side took care of the entire push. Perfect. And he has Zap, which means that it's minions are going to be tricky for him to defend. Tricky for him to get rid of from the board. And we can go for the Evil Knight like this. And I think we can get a very nice Graveyard push on the right side. Yeah, we can go for the Graveyard like this. We can get a Goblin Sign down like this as well. He will probably go for the E-Barbs. Okay, very, very bad E-Barbs because I think he should have waited and placed it on top of our top of the Ice Wizard and the Goblin Sign Doctor. So here we got very nice value off the Goblin Sign Doctor. So yeah, we can go for the Ice Wizard like this. No way that Golden Knight charged our tower, guys. That's a scam. But yeah, it's fine. We can go for the cannon at the middle like this. He's trying to build up a huge push since it's reaching triple elixir. We just need to play perfect defense for the rest of the game. No pressure. We can go for the minions to take care of the entire Golden Knight on the right side. Minions are really, really good, I think, in this current deck. We can go for the Poison Spell on the 2 Musketeers. Again, we can just pop the ability. For the 2 Musketeers, we can get a Barbarian Barrel plus Knight plus minions down like this. perfect. We can get a cannon down as well. We can get a poison spell, just be ready. And we can get a barbarian barrel like this. We can get a goblin sign. And we can just, I think, get a knight down for the evil ghost, evil cannon. And he only has 20 seconds left, and I think that's going to be a good game, guys. Very nice win. We can go for the minions just to make sure that he can't do anything. We can go for the poison spell plus bar barrel for the 3 musketeers. Very nice win, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video today. In our next video, we're going to be talking about the Hero Knight Splashyard. Let me know in the comment section of what you want to see in the future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.